Thierry Henry confession: Manchester United is unstoppable right now. Manchester United continue their victory in the Europa League at full throttle. Defeating Real Betis in Spain with Rashford's great goal, Manchester qualified for the next round. Commenting on BT Sport after the match, former star football player Thierry Henry praised Manchester United. Speaking of Ten Hag, Henry said, "He's really a tactical genius and a great coach who knows how to treat players with paternal affection." Continuing his speech, Thierry Henry said, "Manchester United's biggest goal right now is the European Cup, and I don't think they will leave without it. I think they are strong enough to beat whoever they come across. United can't be stopped now." Although Thierry is a former Arsenal star, he is known for his objective comments, and now I think he is right. So what is your opinion on this matter? Do you think we will win the trophy? Erik ten Hag pleased with winger's contribution against Real Betis. Erik ten Hag was pleased with Facundo Pellistri's performance against Real Betis on Thursday night. The Uruguayan international has made a rare start after some promising small roles from the bench in recent weeks. It made sense to give Pellistri minutes because the second leg became a dead rubber after United's 4-1 win over Real Betis last week and Antony was too ill to travel with the squad. Pellistri, 21, made his first start for the club and played the entire 90 minutes. He contributed in attack as well as defensively, with Pellistri keen to show his work ethic by making 5 ball recoveries. The referee gave him a hard yellow card in the first half, and I still can't find a single reason to justify his decision. Speaking to BT Sport after the match, Ten Hag said he was pleased with Pellistri's performance against Real Betis. Ten Hag said, "Facundo gave a great performance tonight. He did what I asked him to do on the field. It's very important to us that he's always ready. We hope this will give Pellistri the confidence he needs to play even more in the coming weeks." Recent reports suggest that he could go on loan next season alongside Anthony Elanga. Manchester United potential opponents in Europa League quarterfinals. Erik ten Hag's hunt for silverware at Manchester United shows no sign of slowing down with his side into the final 8 of the Europa League thanks to their dominance over Real Betis. The 2 legs of the next round of the Europa League will be played on the 13th and the 20th of April, which means there is a short break before the European action resumes. United now has a mindset that they can beat anyone in the tournament, but there are some great teams left who think alike. At this stage, there are no rules preventing teams from the same country from facing each other, and United can take Sporting, Roma, Juventus, Sevilla or Bayer Leverkusen, all of which would be very difficult. There is no such thing as an easy draw when it gets to this stage of the Europa League, as everyone is there on merit, but Sevilla, Sporting and Juventus are 3 teams Ten Hag would rather not face if it can be helped. Here are the teams that United could face in the Europa League quarterfinals: Juventus, Feyenoord, Sevilla, Bayer Leverkusen, Roma, Union Saint-Gilloise, Sporting. Manchester United should consider move for Jeremy Frimpong. Manchester United have been linked to a move for Jeremy Frimpong, with Erik ten Hag having Diogo Dalot and Aaron Wan-Bissaka at right back, but the 22-year-old's statistics this season suggest he could be an improvement. Frimpong joined Celtic's Bayer Leverkusen in 2021 and made 80 appearances in all competitions, scoring 9 goals and providing 18 assists. Sport Bild say Frimpong is one of the hottest stock for the summer as he's been consistently fantastic at Leverkusen. According to the Sun newspaper, the £30 million 22-year-old player, who has played in 22 Bundesliga games this season, is eager to come to Manchester. He's much better than Dalot and Wan-Bissaka in the final third but doesn't turn over the ball as much. If Ten Hag keeps one defensive-minded right back, should he sign an attack-minded one for balance? Frimpong brings a lot of goals, and it might come down to whether Dalot signs a new long-term deal or not. Erik ten Hag praises brilliant Bruno Fernandes after Manchester United's 1-0 win over Real Betis. Erik ten Hag was pleased with his team's performance in their 1-0 win against Real Betis in the UEFA Europa League round of 16. Manchester United took their place in the quarter-finals with a comfortable win by the La Liga side. In a post-match interview, Ten Hag said, "I'm happy, but we like challenges. Betis are a good team, but we beat them twice, so I think we performed very well." Ten Hag also went on to praise Bruno Fernandes, who was amazing today. "He is an athlete, has so much energy, he can play so many roles, tactically he is brilliant, and overloads so we can outplay opponents, we create good situations plus chances, he is very important in the counter-press, he looks like he is getting better." Paul Scholes names 2 teams he wants Manchester United to face in Europa League. Former Manchester United midfielder Paul Scholes has identified 2 teams he wants to draw in the quarterfinals. Manchester United booked their place in the next round of the competition after beating Real Betis 5-1 on aggregate, causing over the course of 2 legs and convincing booking their spot in the latter stages. Due to being in a second-rate competition, Scholes is keen to avoid one of the Europa League smaller sides and wants a tie that will ensure a big atmosphere at Old Trafford. Scholes said, "I always want the big games, I love those big games at Old Trafford, I want Juventus to come to Old Trafford. Both teams are not at their old strength, but it will be a good game." United have already knocked out Barcelona in the playoff rounds before reaching the last 16. "I don't think any of the teams left in the tournament will want to face us, whereas we would happily draw any of the remaining sides." Chelsea now face Manchester United battle in race for Portuguese midfielder. Manchester United have joined Chelsea to sign João Palhinha from Fulham. Chelsea have expressed interest in signing João Palhinha, but the club will compete with Manchester United and Liverpool. Records claims United, Liverpool and Chelsea are looking to sign and could make a move during the summer transfer window. Palhinha has performed exceptionally well this season as Fulham aims to qualify for European competition. The midfielder has attracted the interest of several Premier League teams as a result of his performance with the Cottagers and may soon be signed to a major club. However, Fulham may find it challenging to retain the 27-year-old player for the upcoming campaign. Meanwhile, Chelsea should be looking to sign a defensive midfielder as the club has looked shaky from the center of the pitch. Palhinha could be a good option as he has been successful in the Premier League and can improve our defensive midfield. He is 27 years old, which shows that he has a lot of experience and is not very old. So what is your opinion on this subject? Would you like to see Palhinha in Manchester? Andreas Pereira explains why he dodged Erik ten Hag talks before Manchester United exit. Andreas Pereira said he was so convinced he should leave Manchester United and feared that face-to-face meetings with Erik ten Hag would convince him to stay. Pereira finally ended his 11-year stay at Old Trafford last summer and moved to Fulham on a £10 million deal. The Brazilian joined the Manchester United academy at the age of 16 and made 75 appearances for the club's A team. But Pereira was never a mainstay in the Red Devils team and had 4 loan spells away from Old Trafford before deciding to leave on a permanent transfer last summer. The ex-Ajax boss was keen to take a closer look at the midfielder during the club's preseason tour, but the decision was taken out of his hands. "I haven't spoken to Ten Hag, I know him because I worked with him at PSV, but I was determined to go and maybe I would stay if I spoke to the manager again," Pereira told ESPN. Pereira has enjoyed an impressive season at Fulham, starting all 27 of the Cottagers' Premier League games to help them climb to 9th in the table.